When it came to automobile design, General Motors led the league. Their styling guru, Harley J. Earl, always insisted on leading-edge style from his art and color staff. So when the Oldsmobile designers looked into their crystal ball, they saw the future, and it looked like this. Even though GM was out in front of the rest of the industry, Earl had a soft spot in his heart for Oldsmobile, and every now and then he let Olds break some new ground styling-wise. The Olds 88 was one of those groundbreaking cars.
The Rocket 88 was called a Futuramic, a car of the future. And it was at the same time the space age was coming on, and they called this Rocket 88. It took it off of the space age.
The 88 incorporated some of Harley Earl's signature styling touches, like the little air intakes under the headlights and the little chrome tail fins atop the rear fenders, both a reminder of Harley's fixation with the P-38 fighter plane. A curved glass windshield and a massive chrome grille dominated the front end of this car. At this point, chrome side trim was still used sparingly, just enough to make the Futuramic Oldsmobile look like an airplane in flight. As massive as the front end was, the rear of this car was almost graceful in design. The no-roof pillar look of the Olds 88 Deluxe Holiday Coupe was a styling breakthrough, and its profile made it the sexiest thing in GM's inventory. Joining the other Rocket 88s was a Too Cool convertible with a boatload of extra cost goodies, as Olds served notice on all the other cars, even its GM stablemates, that it could be every bit as upscale as Buick or even Cadillac. Your Rocket 88 could be decked out with luxurious little items like an AM radio for $85, the deluxe heater and defroster for $60, the deluxe steering wheel complete with horn ring for a measly $20. The traffic light viewer was budget priced at $5, and so was the Futuramic electric clock for $15. Those Olds wheel covers, the ones the JDs were always stealing to put on their hot rods, cost $17 a set, and were hardly worth stealing at that price. The big bucks option was Hydromatic Drive, which would take $185 out of your wallet, with a sticker price just a shade above $2,200. If this was your daddy's Oldsmobile, well, you had a pretty cool old man.
I had bought this 50 Oldsmobile, and I was in the Army at the time, and myself and two other fellows was driving along this two-lane highway, and of course, being a young person, I always like to drive fast, so we had just passed a car, and one of the guys says we were going 110.
Weighing nearly 500 pounds less than the top-of-the-line 98, the 88 with the new rocket motor took off, well, like a rocket. The Rocket 88 was responsible for a huge sales increase of nearly 100,000 cars over 1948 sales. And by 1950, Oldsmobile had climbed to number 6 among all American automakers, producing almost 408,000 cars, a lot of them on Monday morning. Many of those Monday sales were made right here on the Speedway. While all the other automakers were fussing around with chrome trim and upholstery patterns, Olds, or more accurately, Olds racers, had taken the Rocket 88 out to the track, and they were cleaning house. Stay with us as we run up front with the Rockets when the American muscle car continues.